Why will there be many false prophets in the end times? Because this world is a narrative and many individuals begins to understand large chunks of its patterns. The matrix is cracking up. Saturn, the storyteller, wants to keep you inside of his tivoli. That is why the world gets more intensely crazy as you defy the narrative. Thoughts in astrology is air element. Compare Lennons quote, "The more real you become, the more unreal the world becomes." The drawn line puts a spell on the chicken. Nietzsche. The linear structure of the mind is forced upon it, left brain hemisphere, with the help of words, concepts, which sets the direction of consciousness. To me, it seems as if there is a blueprint of how words connects through syntax, and our minds tune into different patterns of this extremely large web of air/thoughts. Compare with Plato's concept about the ideal reality that functions as a schablon for thinkers to attune into. Wisdom, the cyclical and feminine right brain, connects to key nodes that deals with the flow of fire/energy inside of this web. Like ley lines of energy. This is our right brain hemisphere, Jupiter. This is poetics, myths. This is where the ancient spoken culture like folktales, parables, and other holistic and symbolic exchange of knowledge relating to what concerned the collective humanity occurred. The times we live in are full of fear, Saturn, and Mandela effect. The web wants to gaslight you into surrender to this web, the herd mentality of Saturn. There are many gender issues where the personal thoughts are given priority over matter, earth, and emotions, water, where everyone have to show respect for what others are thinking/air. Strangely enough, because no individuals are allowed inside of the system, everyone is conditioned to be a gear inside the machine. Only groups are allowed, but these helps to create conflicts. Remember, separation is a masculine process. Air/mind works like knives, and the narrative is dependent on polarity to sustain itself. Air and earth are the hard/strong, a hierarchical battle zone as the upper part of the zodiac, where words/air are weapons for the strongest climbers of the theater. Saturn square. Flow and control are two opposites. The free and radical thinker that squeezes himself out of the straitjacket is the individual who has been damaged to a degree that his sanity is at risk. He has to escape the cage. He has seen through it all. This whole system is a soul-eating machine. Brute force, deception, and lies are running it. This is the Uranian mind, Prometheus, the Joker, the word originating from ocular vision, which is fire. I have written previously that in my interpretation Uranus is a non-conceptual air, bordering to fire, and Aquarius have Leo inside of himself. They make up an axis of individuation. Saturn is serious, he is static, he contracts while Jupiter expands, creates flow. Uranus and Jupiter both have Saturn as their enemy. This world is a dream and you are your soul, an indestructible unit created by a playful and benevolent consciousness that is infinite. This eternal consciousness have a shadow mirroring itself, portraying as real, serious, and finite. Once you realize you are the first one of these two, you lose fear and just enjoy the ride. The more lose you become, the bigger part of consciousness you have access to, which triggers the shadow who does all he can to convince you he is the only one. He runs the show. He demand obedience and urge you to take on a mask and play a role in his theater, or he will have his dogs chase down and kill you.